So as you can see, I'm at my local elementary school track, and I'm putting in the work. I've got a Spartan race coming up in early July, and as most of you probably know or know me, I hate running. I really do. It's just not enjoyable to me, mainly because I'm not very good at it. I was a sprinter in high school, and while even that included like distances of a quarter mile, I just wasn't good at distance running or enjoyed it at all. So, but today I am out here. It's like 80 degrees. I woke up late because I stayed up late, but at the end of the day, I had to put the work in because I don't want to get out there when it's go time in that Spartan race, even though it's, for fun and whatever. You still have to take those kinds of things seriously because that shows your attitude in everything that you approach, really. If you just commit to something and you kind of slack off actually doing the little details, doing the little things that you have to get done in order to, compete or succeed, or whatever you define as a goal that you set for yourself, whatever it takes to get to that. You've got to actually put in the work. And I know most of you are doing the work day in and day out. And I really, really appreciate all the new activity, all the new members that we've got going in this group. Because, I've seen these groups flourish into some really cool things. And, we've got a lot going on in this group, and your participation, your interaction with others is not only beneficial to yourself in doing your aspect of putting in the work, but it also helps those who might be a little apprehensive to actually participate, to contribute to the conversation. So keep doing that. That's important. So I don't want to diminish the fact that I may not comment on everybody's post. I try to do my best. There's just a lot going on, and but I know everybody else is doing that, so I feel confident. I feel good that if someone posts something reaching out for question or help on something, that one of you is going to step up, and that's really, really cool. So keep that up, guys. I really, really, really appreciate that. But back to my original point in doing the work. Today, as some of you are aware, I'm doing the Couch to 5K app, which basically assumes that you have never run a day in your life, or you once were pretty good. I guess I fell into that category. And you want to get back into it, but you know that you can't go out day one and actually run 5K. And I know I'm in that position, despite the fact that I work out 5 to 6 times a week. Running is not the same as working out with the way that we do on a day-to-day basis. Combine that with a Spartan run or a mud run or OCR run. Those are totally different in that same respect. This is a flat track, obviously. Most OCR races are not on a flat surface. There are a few stadium type events that accommodate for that, but in general, you got to be going up and down hills, carrying extra weight. So if you don't recognize the fact that you got to put in some extra work to reach or accomplish a goal like that, then I got to ask why you even decided to do it. Because if you aren't willing to put in that extra work, willing to put in the foundational aspect of what it is that you need to do, otherwise you're going to fall on your face, or you're just simply not going to reach that goal. You're not going to show up. That's on you. That's not on me as your coach, on anybody else here in this group. That's on you. My job is not to, babysit you or pester you every day with, did you do your workout? Did you do, your meal prep? Did you stay within your caloric goals to reach your goals? That is not my job. I will help and encourage you in any way that you ask me to. And if that means weekly reminders of some kind, great, I will do that. But it's not my job to do that on my own or without your involvement. One, that's not fair to you because I'm doing all the work and I don't know for sure that you're doing any of it, especially if there's no interaction there. I mean, that's one-sided relationships. Those never work, right? And two, it's not fair to me because I am putting in the effort. I am putting in the time, and we all have busy lives. If it's you one-on-one with me, you have to understand and realize that means I am only one person and I work with several hundred different people, and so my time is quasi-limited to working with people who are ready and willing to actually commit to this or whatever it is you're starting. So I'm here for you, but it has to be a two-way relationship. It has to be obvious to me that you are putting in the effort, putting in the work to do your end of the bargain, your end of the relationship. So today is June 12th, I believe. No, June 11th. And most of us are already in the mode of summer. Some of you, you had like a goal coming out of winter or what have you to reach some weight goal or physique level, whatever that happens to be. And some of you may be thinking, well, I've reached that goal, time to put in cruise control. And that's totally fine. There is always a time and a reason for, going into kind of a maintenance aspect of things. But at some point, you can't let yourself slip into a situation where you've undid everything that you worked so hard for, because that's demoralizing on one standpoint or one aspect, but then it's also that much harder to get back to where you were. And if you have bigger goals for yourself, then that's simply something that it's just really tough for you to do. So I hate to see people backpedal so much. I mean, it's okay to backpedal a little bit. Obviously, that happens even to me in some instances. But if you're working hard for 3 months and then you just drop off the face of the earth for another 3 months, I mean, in effect, you're back at zero. So it's going to be really challenging for you, despite the fact that you've done it before. I mean, you might have that confidence, but it's going to be challenging. So it's a lot easier to maintain, a lot easier to stick with it. I mean, even if you're only doing 3 to 4 days a week at most, that's a heck of a lot easier than just totally dropping off and kind of saying, I'm done with this. It's a lifestyle, right? I've said this before in blog posts, other posts, whatever. It's a lifestyle. You don't start something like this and just do it for 3 or 4 weeks, finish your goal and say, yeah, I'm done, back to my old habits. I mean, a lot of people do, don't get me wrong. But that's not something that I encourage or that I try and teach people or help people to do. I want them to change the way they think about their everyday interactions with their family, with their spouse, with their coworkers, and it becomes a habit. And that includes your fitness and your workouts and all that good stuff. So your nutrition. You just want to be better overall. And if you're not able to do that on any one of those levels, it's going to be really difficult for you to do it on a continual basis. So you got to really change mindset when you're approaching something like this. But that's what I'm here to help you with, is to help you get into that mode, into where it becomes a habit, becomes something that is second nature. So I've rambled off for long enough, and hope that was helpful for you guys who tuned in. I just realized this was supposed to be in the Fitment movement group, but it looks like it's in the public space, so whatever, it's fine. All right, guys, have a great week. It's gonna be a short week for me in the sense that short work week, because the family and I are going on vacation, so I'm really looking forward to that. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop working. I've already got plans. I've already scoped out the location, and I've got some plans for some fun stuff with the kids and some stuff to continue my training for Spartan and other things. So I'm still putting in the work despite being on vacation. Now I may enjoy some extra treats here and there, but that's what vacations are for. So Anyway, you guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.